Mahomes now to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Open man is Cameron Batson, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well.
First down.
Now Darnold. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Here's Darnold. Caught just inside the 10. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Second and 3 at the Titans' 7-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Again, Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Complete to number
Davante Adams with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Titans nothing. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to come to the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Davante Adams doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Well, if you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Darnold on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Nice job there defensively, not giving them much to work with to start this drive. Maybe they set a tone with that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
17.
Davante Adams
Touchdown.
on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Good.
And his kick is good.
Jaguars 28. Titans nothing. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And a short kick taking it about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
at their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Man, I got you. Man, I got 43.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
36. Mike, 36. Lady.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And a Jaguar first down.
Here we go. Mike 54. Mike 54. Ready? It's our time. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
A couple of times already.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Titans, nothing. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now a draw play with Drake. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And his pass is in. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it.
And now here is another interception. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Here we go. Ready? Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I'm scared. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, watch that.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking deep for Adams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And from the their own end zone. It's a fake, and he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down.
First down and goal.
A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 6 yards away. And this offense continues to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Parkey with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And Moore has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
The ball carrier.
A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
For the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score, Jaguars 49, Titans nothing. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Grady Jarrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
That is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Muhammad. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes over the middle. He finds Godwin, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Chris Godwin.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
15. Mike 51. Bound to lose one. Yellow. Slam.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the carry, it's Muhammad. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Jaguars.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Up from his safety spot to charge in and make the play, Landon Collins.
22-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Yo. And 80.
On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Drake. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Being chased out left. And now here is another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get...
And my goodness, another interception. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 5-yard line.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Now watch 1.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because...
You're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And now it's second down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Come back. Mike 51. Mike 51.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Rashard Robinson with a pick. Well, Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Check pass. Check pass. Check out route. Hot, hot. Rush in. Rush in.
They'll run with Muhammad. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line.
Come on, guys. Let's go.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jaguars, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.